These super-universes are also known as the space-time creations or extensions of the central universe, in which, according to Urantia, are considered eventuated without beginning or end. This fact of eternal, always existing spheres it's also being supported by both the new science and backed by the esoteric wisdom of the ancient mystery schools. Urantia reveals that each of these 7 super-universes that comprise the grand central creation is divided into 10 major sectors, giving us a total of 70 major sectors. Each major sector has 100 minor sectors, giving us a total of 70,000 minor sectors, and each minor sector contains 100,000 organized local universes, calculating about 700,000 organized local universes in the entire periphery of the central universe, or what science calls the metaverse, and growing by the day as new and new universes are coming into existence. In turn, each local universe contains approximately 1 million constellations, giving us roughly about 70 million constellations and growing by the second. Each constellation contains 100 systems, giving us a total of 7 billion systems in the grand central universe. Finally, each system contains 1,000 worlds. Now, if we add that up, taking into account the entire central periphery, we end up with approximately 7 trillion organized evolving planetary worlds in our known cosmos and growing by the second. As mentioned, every day new and new universes are being born and organized daily into the domain of the mother central spheres, as the central universe forever continues its expansion into the eternal void of infinite space. Very interesting. Now there is more. At the center of the central universe of what Urantia calls Havona, that is the name that the Urantia reveals to be the name of the central universe, there is the eternal Isle of Paradise, which itself consists of 7 sacred spheres, or the 7 mansion worlds of the Universal Father, Mother, the Absolute. Now, in understanding cosmic divine personalities, it is believed that at the center of this central sphere, so there exists the Universal Mother, Father, the Absolute, who are always referred to as the first source and center of everything that is. Now, this is where cutting-edge science and philosophy and the secret knowledge also begin to merge with the concepts of the creation of the multiverse by the one God that was referenced in all religious traditions, including our Bible. Urantia reveals that the first source and center, together with the eternal Son, make up the first Trinity known as the Paradise Trinity. In this original Paradise Trinity, we have the Universal Father, the Eternal Son, and the Infinite Spirit. The Universal Father represents the source of all gravity personality, while the Eternal Son represents the spirit gravity circuits, and the Eternal Spirit acts like the universal mind of the Trinity, which is translated as the container and supplier of existence, the Universal Mother. Furthermore, during the Great Descent, it is believed that this primary cosmic trinity divides into what is known as the 7 master spirits, who dwell in the 7 mansion worlds or sacred spheres of the central system. In turn, each master spirit rules over a super-universe segment with its own trinity. This always existing celestial beings oversee everything in the central universe and are known as the Order of the Eternal of Days, who work directly with the cosmic trinity of the always existing paradise spheres. So from the beginning of the expansion of the unqualified absolute of the metaverse or mother universe, central universe, whatever you want to call it, we begin to see celestial administrations and order from the top down, beginning with the Order of the Eternal of Days, which was the first celestial order that has ever came into existence. In fact, since it's known as the Order of the Eternal of Days, we could assume that since the highest existing spheres have always existed, or as Urantia puts them, eventuated without beginning or end, we could say that this is an eternal order without beginning or end. So the Order of the Eternal of Days is something that is infinite and something that will be at the top of the entire command of this entire spiritual hierarchy that goes beyond the spheres of the 12-dimensional galactic systems into the realm of the dark matter, dark energy, or as Urantia puts into the realm of the central mother universe. The Order of the Eternal of Days is the first celestial administration acting on behalf of the Paradise Trinity, the primal center core of all existence. These eternal spheres are inhabited by celestial beings of the purest light. Perhaps these were the first oversouls that were born or extended from the from the Trinity of the first source and center, the trinitized sons and daughters of the Paradise Trinity as put forth by Urantia. The Urantia papers also refer to them as divine personalities. It is also revealed that these divine personalities later become the descending sons and daughters of light in the experimental architectural spheres of the seven super universes. So now we start seeing the connection between the creators, sons and daughters of light of local universes, to the first family of light that descended from the co-union of the first Paradise Trinity that has always existed as the eternal or the order of the eternal of days. The Urantia papers refer to them as divine personalities. Okay, so following the celestial order of the eternal of days, which administrates the affairs of the central universe, is the order of the ancient of days, which is the administration that governs all within the domain of their respective spheres. We may also refer to this next celestial order of the Ancient of Days as the mighty seven Elohim that surround the throne of grace. It is the overall cosmic divine plan that compels for the perpetual divine guidance and celestial administrations to appear on all levels of existence, all the way down to the order of beings known as the Faithful of Days that oversee the spiritual councils of planets themselves within the lower material spheres of the local universes. In this way, all of creation is dancing in tune with the great divine plan that stems from the central hub of all that is, known as the Central Isle of Paradise. Central Isle of Paradise, which is the great central sun of all universes, as we integrate cutting-edge science with higher restored knowledge. What we see here is a divine order represented on all levels of existence. The order of the Ancient of Days, as the second extended celestial administration, was designed to govern the entire Havana system from the level of super universe downward. So this is the first order that extended from the always existing order known as the order of the Eternal of Days. So what we see here is divine order represented on all levels. Okay, it is this great order that works with endless groups of seraphim and super Nephilim hosts that were assigned to the service of the orders of the fulfillment of the great cosmic divine plan that begin within the paradise spheres of the grand central universe. So from the top down, again, we have the order of the Eternal of Days, who oversees the affairs of the central spheres of Havona. Next, we have the order of the Ancient of Days that oversee the development of the time-space experimental worlds of evolutionary potential, all within the periphery of the seven super universes. Then, as we descend further to the 10 major sectors, we have the celestial order of the perfection of days, who administrate the major sectors on behalf of the order of both the eternal and the order of the ancient of days. So now we see, as we move down in frequency from what appear to be dark energy into the seven super universes, which begin the realms of dark matter. So now we can start validating the existence of intelligences that occupy the very highest frequencies of the highest regions of dark matter and dark energy. So these are the seven universes, and this is the grand central universe that is extending life from the top down, and it is duplicating itself on every level as the frequency lowers and lowers and lowers, with its final extension or its final manifestation being the galactic systems, as I will start connecting the involution of spirit into matter with the Urantia material as well, as we shall soon see. Following the celestial order of the Eternal of Days, which administrate the affairs of the central universe, is the order of the Ancient of Days. It is the overall cosmic divine plan that compels for the perpetual divine guidance and celestial administration to appear on all levels of existence, all the way down to the order being known as the Faithful of Days. We can see divine order represented on every level. The order of the Ancient of Days, as the second celestial administration, was designed to govern the entire Havana system from the level of super universe down.